Alright guys, this is the Wicked Man, and we're going to be looking at some Section 8 Prejudice today. Now this came out on the 20th, so on like, what was that, 2 days, so Wednesday? Okay, but basically it's a $15 arcade game. It's pretty awesome. I got to play it at PAX, so that's why I knew about it. I actually got a free copy from there, so, but I would have bought it if I didn't. It's really fun, and, you guys should totally, look into getting this. So this is what the main menu looks like. At the moment, there's 3 game modes: Campaign, Conquest, Swarm. Campaign is obviously a campaign. Conquest is like a multiplayer thing. I'll get more into that when we actually start the gameplay. And Swarm is like kind of a horde mode. And so here I'm kind of just like looking through the menus and stuff. And I'm going to jump into a game in a bit, but it ended in like 2 seconds, so I filtered it over to a different game. But basically, there's going to be a lot to explain at the beginning because it kind of overwhelms you with stuff the first time you play it. There's a lot of different weapons, a lot of like different equipment, like mods for the weapons, mods for the equipment, and then there's this whole like skill tree element thing, and then there's things you can buy. You get money from completing things on the battlefield and so on and so forth. So okay. So this is what you see when you first start out. Now here I'm gonna go to the custom loadout, and here's these are the list of weapons, so you pick one. Oh, Jesus Christ. That would be thunder. I don't know if you guys could hear that. But yeah, basically I go with the assault rifle and the shotgun here. Oh, the sniper, my bad. And so, here I'm still level 1, and then there's different grenades, but as you rank up, you'll unlock different mods for each equipment. So, I can't remember what I go with here. I think I go with and the knife, I don't know, whatever. But the point is, for each gun and each equipment, there's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different mods. Now this is the skill thing. Now each of these different items does a specific thing. So that one gives you bullet damage. That one gives you like bullet damage and recoil dampening. And then I think I go with extra armor. But anyways, the point is, you can create a bunch of different like custom things that all the classes will perform differently, basically. Now this is how you spawn. You drop in from orbit, and the bar on your right is how like close to the ground you are. When you get in the yellow, you can brake, and if you brake in the yellow, you'll hit the ground running, basically. Whereas if you don't brake at all or brake in the red, when you hit the ground, you'll have to like, he has to like recover from the fall a bit. Now I've noticed the one gripe I have with this game is the inherent lack of aim assist, which is, when I say aim assist, I mean like sticky aim, like it is in COD. So if someone runs by you, the crosshair will kind of follow them a bit, which makes it kind of difficult to hit people at long ranges. But the game does have this lock-on ability, which sounds horrible, but just hear me out. If you see on the bottom right, next to the ammo bars, you'll see this ring that's kind of slowly filling up with orange, and that's your lock-on. When that's full, you can lock onto an enemy until it's empty, so for like 2 seconds maybe, if even that. Which is basically used in a tight spot or when someone is moving really fast, because when you start sprinting in this game, you will move super fast. You'll see, this is the sprint, but if you keep sprinting for a while, you go into what's called overdrive, which is basically like a super sprint mode. If you run into people, they die, and that kind of thing. Yeah, so I don't know if you see, so it is kind of hard to hit people without the lock-on. I don't think there's enough drop on the sensitivity. You can see me use it there because he's running fast. I don't think there's enough drop on the sensitivity when you zoom in. I think it should be slightly higher. And here, this is me emptying my magazine because I saw a guy get an achievement called Till It Goes Click, so I figured it was like continuously fire an entire magazine, but it wasn't, so I was wrong. But yeah, okay. So if you look up on the right, okay, this is the overdrive mode I was talking about earlier. So as you can see, he runs super fast, and I think I try and hit this guy, but for some reason it doesn't work, and I believe I get killed here, or maybe not, I don't know. But basically, if you look on the right side of the screen, you'll see this thing that says Defend Jammer, and basically that's this thing called DCMs, which are called Dynamic Combat Missions, which is basically, as this game is progressing, you get random like side missions that pop up that you can do for extra points and money. So now for who wins the game, if you look at the top, you've got this these 2 bars with numbers lead and the 1,000 in the middle. Those are victory points, and you first team to 1,000 wins, and you get them for controlling the 4 control points on the map, which you can see on the mini map, and by completing the dynamic combat missions, and just by like getting kills and stuff. So you'll do things in the game like repairing things. I believe will give you 1, which doesn't sound like much, but I mean if you repair 10 things, that's 10, which is like as much as capturing one of these things. So I mean, I don't know. So here we've lost the sensor jammer, and I don't know if I go for it or not. I mean, I played this game a few days ago. That little gesture with my arm that just happened was me shooting a sensor array. So as you can see right above my ammo count, that's where the equipment is. Well, it's gone now, but you can pick 2 equipment. I think there's like 7 or 8 that you can pick from. And so see, I've got the little radar thing right now, and that lets me shoot out a sensor beacon that will essentially like act as like a mini UAV in the area. It's not very strong, it can't see very far, but it's useful when you're attacking a position just to like see where people are, that kind of thing. You can also get one that instead of letting you see, jams everyone else's radar. You can get ones that prevents their life and armor from coming back. I mean, you get a lot of different equipment variants in this. So here, this is me buying a thing. I don't, because it's within the range of their anti-aircraft. But you can send down like supply depots, turrets. I mean, anti-aircraft guns. Anti-aircraft guns kind of dictate where you can spawn. You can't spawn within the radius of an anti-aircraft gun because you'll die. It'll shoot you down. There's nothing you can do about it. So, a good tactic when you want to defend a position is to like place an anti-aircraft gun near it so that the enemies can't spawn. I mean, right next to it. So yeah, so here you see me and this guy kind of like flying around, you know, shooting each other. I think I get him. Yep. So now you see we've got multiple of these DCMs going at the same time. We've got an enemy VIP coming in, and VIP is basically just a bot that's like has insane amounts of health. So he's very hard to kill basically, which is really annoying. Oh, I didn't have the chance to mention, this is 32-player multiplayer. You have the option of having bots on or not. It actually has like a really PC-like server browsing thing, which is kind of cool, I think. But yeah, that happened, and it's got dedicated servers too, which is really nice because you don't have a problem with host switching or anything, and there's no lag unless you're lagging. So you know you don't have the whole problem of oh, I'm lagging, so and so, blah blah blah. So there you saw I used a grenade. The grenades are actually yeah, that was me shooting my teammate. The friendly fire is for teammates only, so you can't actually kill a teammate. I mean, for shields only, so you can't actually kill a teammate. You can just take out their shields.
Shields offline.
Yeah, I feel like I've been talking way too fast. We've got 2-ish minutes left before I die, and then I'll switch this over to part 2 of this video. But I don't know if I'll end up calling anything in. I've got a bunch of money saved up. We'll see. But so there you can see the enemy completed their mission, and as a result, they are now closer to winning than we are. But I mean, we do end up winning this one, I believe. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But basically, that's. I mean, I think that's pretty much the rundown of this game that I needed to give for you guys to understand what the hell is going on. I probably missed something, so if you have questions, just go ahead and ask them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them, although I can't really promise anything because, well, no, I should be able to. I know most things. I know most of what's going on in this game. So, yeah, so if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. I think I called down a supply depot right here. So basically, when you call those in, they drop from orbit just like you do. So if there's an anti-aircraft gun, an enemy anti-aircraft gun in the area, it'll kill it. But supply depots are cool because they'll give you more health, more ammo. They'll you know, give you all your ammo back, and they also give you the ability to change your loadout like on the spot, like right there. So if you hit A right now, you go into like the spawn menu for your loadout, and it'll just give you new stuff. So I mean, if you're playing a sniper class and you want to assault a position and there's a supply depot nearby, just get on it, like switch to a shotgun or something, and then you can run in. But yeah, I mean, you get any two primaries, which makes you, makes you wonder, like, why the hell would I use a pistol? But, the pistol in this game is actually amazing. I love the pistol in this game. I don't know if I have any footage with it later, but I've actually a class which has, like, an engineer type gun that shoots like a EMP blast almost that always wipes out their shields, and then the pistol is better against armor than it is against shields, so you can finish them off with that. It's really cool. So I think I'm going to die here in a sec, and then we're going to fade to black, and then I will have the second part of this game for you guys sometime soon. I don't know when. And I will see you guys then. See ya.